Hello and welcome back to another Andrew Marsham Fitness YouTube video. Today we are talking macronutrients. Also, stay tuned to the end of this video if you want to know how to put together your very own macronutrients and why it's so important. First and foremost, what are macros? How many times have you heard if it fits your macros, or you need to work out your macros, but you don't have a fucking clue what it means? Well, today I'm here to explain exactly what it is and how you can start figuring these out for your own and why it's so important. They are proteins, carbs or carbohydrates, and fats. That is what makes up your macronutrients, and your macronutrients make up your calories. Now, if you have goals of building muscle or burning fat, you can get the goals without having to work this out. Absolutely no doubt about it. Seen it time and time again. But what I will say is, I personally expect it from my clients to figure out their macros, to start working things out. I do that for you right enough and coach you how to do it. But if you learn how to calculate these, you're giving yourself the power to control your own results. Because if you're tracking these, tracking your macronutrients, tracking your nutrition, you're not building muscle, you're not gaining weight, or you're not losing fat, and you're tracking this, then you can understand why. And then it gives you real data, real information, and you can make adjustments. When you get this down to a T, it's so easy. It's not easy, but it's so much more manageable to make changes to your nutrition and actually start driving towards those goals. Driving towards that fat loss, that better look, the lean muscular look, whatever it is you're going for, this is important. So, how much of each do you need? Where do you even start with regards to it? So your proteins are going to be things like your meats, your protein powders, fun enough, so chicken, steak, fish, eggs, all that kind of thing. And they're extremely important for building muscle, keeping satiation high, so they're actually more filling than any other type of food. And a load of other processes, even down to skin, hair, nails, etc. Carbs, they're going to fuel your workouts. They're also muscle protein sparing. So if your goal is muscle growth, you need to be eating plenty of carbs. Fats, essential for the body. You've got to be taking in fats for hormone regulation, for health, for general regulation of all these hormones and things like that. Different processes within the body. Essential fatty acids. So proteins and fats, essential. Carbohydrates, non-essential. So if you're on a fat loss diet, what one do you think you're going to cut out the most? Carbs, not essential. So where to start with regards to proteins, carbs and fats? Now, these online calculators really don't work, in my opinion. Everyone is completely different, living completely different lives, and they can give you an estimate that's absolutely miles away. So how do you start working out how much of each of these you need? First and foremost, what to do is establish your goal. Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to burn fat? What is it you want to do? Write that down. Next, what you need to do is download an app called MyFitnessPal. Track exactly what you eat for a week. Don't change your diet, just track it. So you're using the MyFitnessPal, scan everything in. I've got a video on exactly how to use it and how to track your macros, linked just now, and linked in the description if you want to have a look at that. Then, once you have that information and you've tracked for a week, sorry I should mention, you should also be weighing yourself every day throughout that week. So weigh yourself Monday through to Sunday and see what happens. Take an average of those calories. So let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's say, just for ease here, you average 2,000 calories over the course of the week. So I'm just putting some rough numbers in here. The math writing's fucking shocking. they're different numbers. Let's say the average comes out to 2,000 calories. And you maintained your weight. Let's say you were 150 pounds. It fluctuated a wee bit, as it normally does. The scale tends to go up and down like that. But you averaged 150 pounds a week. Then you know 2,000 is your maintenance. So then, how do we portion these calories out? What we want to do is start allocating the proteins, carbohydrates and fat to your diet. So we now know we've got 2,000 calories to play with because that's your average. Let's pick the goal of muscle building. These are just rough numbers. So to make a start on your muscle building goals, you want to be eating in a calorie surplus. If you don't know what a surplus is, or if you don't know what a deficit is, I have another video explaining exactly what that is. Also linked just now and in the description. So let's say the goal is muscle building. You want to build some muscle, you want to start gaining, increasing the weights. You've got to be eating more calories than you're burning off. So you maybe want to be averaging around 2,300 calories as a start. Now, a good amount of protein for someone in a muscle building phase, and it's a nice round number, is 1 gram per pound of protein. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's what I use personally. That's what I also recommend to my clients. And it's also what's shown by the research to get optimal results. So, let's use the example of a 150 pound guy. You're 150 pounds, you want to gain muscle. So, you're going to take in 150 grams of protein. And you want to hit 2,300 calories. So that leaves carbohydrates and fat. So from your proteins you would get all your things like chicken, beef, steak, fish, eggs, as I said. That's the kind of things you'd be trying to eat to hit those targets. To hit that 150 grams. Protein bars, protein supplements, all great options. Carbohydrates, that's your rice, potatoes, vegetables, things like that. Bread, wraps, all that kind of stuff. So where else do we lie there? So firstly we want to calculate the fats as well, because they are again essential. Fats are things like your oils, you get them from fatty fish like salmon, even likes of beef and things like that, avocados, nuts, nut butters. All these are excellent sources of fats, good healthy fats that are going to help keep you healthy and fill you with energy to crush your workouts and really start moving towards those muscle building goals. So how much fat do we need to take in? Recommend roughly 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. I prefer to go in the lower end personally, but again this might be more individual. So let's say for the 150 pound individual, 0.3 per pound of body weight, that would be 50 grams of fat. So we've got 150 grams of fat, 150 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat. Now there's 4 calories in each gram of protein. So we times that by 4, that's 600 calories. And then 9 in the grams of fat. So times 9 is 450. Add those two together and we have 1150. But we want to hit 2,300. Hopefully you can still see me in this camera frame. So 2,300 minus 1150, quick maths here, is 1150. If I'm not mistaken. 2,200, yep, 1150. So we've got 1,150 calories that we want to hit from carbohydrates. Now there's 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates. Again, similar to the same as the protein. So if you divide that by 4, that's roughly 300 grams of carbs. That would be 1,200, but we can just go with that as an example. Or we can take 50 or 290 grams of carbs, whatever it is, just to be exact. So 290. So you now have your totals. So your totals for your macronutrients, if you want to build muscle at 150 pounds and your maintenance is 2,000 calories, the starting point would be 150 grams of protein, 290 grams of carbs and 50 grams of fat. These aren't exact numbers, this is merely a starting point, and again this is quite low fat. I prefer low fat, that's just my personal preference. You can go higher than this, and again this is not set numbers, but the beauty of this and learning how to track these numbers, track these macronutrients, and the calories will come out the same. If you hit those numbers, don't worry about the calories, you hit the calories. The beauty of being able to track these numbers and having the knowledge and how to track them is, if you run that for a week, if you eat those within 10%, say, don't need to be exact, if you hit those numbers within 10% and you don't gain weight or you drop weight because you've measured yourself on the scale, you can easily just add calories. Or if you gained far too much, you can pull back and you have that freedom, that flexibility to know exactly how much you're doing. And you can get results so much quicker otherwise. If you're not tracking nutrition, it's honestly like trying to hit the darts blindfolded. How successful do you think you're going to be? Really? If you do this one thing, I guarantee you, your results will take off, regardless of what your goal is. 100% guarantee it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully this was well explained for you. If you get any questions, comments at all, please leave them below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it on as well. It would really mean a lot to me and helps the channel grow and makes more videos like this. Encourages me as well. Also, please subscribe if you're not so already. And as I said at the start, if you want to know exactly how to put your own macronutrients together, if you want that customised video for yourself, let me know, comments below, and I'll send that over. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.